G'day, my name is QY. I run a coaching program called the Miracle Month that helps people become happier, become a magnet that attracts wealth, health, love, relationship, pretty much anything they want to achieve in their life within a very short 4 week period or well beyond their way there because of the things that we teach and the structure that we put in place and the good habits they built throughout this program. So today I want to talk about resistance and self-sabotage. It's an issue I really hold dear to my heart. As my earlier videos talked about, I started out my career as an investment banker in Hong Kong. And I always really struggled, like my first 5 years in the industry, I really struggled with like this innate self-doubt, like what is wrong with me? Because of the situations and the scenarios that happened. Like really weird things will always happen, such that it's almost like the analogy I want to give is like I'm building a building, right? I'm building a building, and after a short time, a period of time, I just go and demolish it, and then I have to restart again and demolish it. You know, whether it is out of my own doing, or it's mostly like 80% of the scenario it's out of my control. So for example, I would another video I mentioned, I would join a bank, work really hard, like literally work my butt off, like 9 a.m. till 2 a.m. every day, like including the weekends, and like become really, really overweight from binge eating because I'm so stressed and miserable. And and a month after a really good performance review, like my boss said, hey, you're really working really well, right? And then a month later, like the bank is getting taken over, and like my role is no longer like available. Right? They probably like fired two people from the team. I was one of them. I was like, what, like why is this happening to me, you know? Like, and again, like there will be another one where like I join and somebody else like comes in as my boss, right? The guy who hired me, like within 2 weeks of me joining, he leaves. And then my first 2 weeks, I'm wondering like, why is there so little work? Like, why is nothing happening, right? So things like this that happen over and over again, and I'm like, what is wrong with me? Like, and that fear and that doubt, and it's so painful, you know, it's so painful. And now I finally know like what it is. Like, so I'm really excited to share with you guys. So innately, I think most people have that self-sabotage mechanism. Depends on your belief. Some people believe it's karma. Some people believe it's cellular memory from previous lives. I'm not going to go too much into the theory, but today I want to share with you like two questions that you can ask yourself, and start just being aware of that self sabotage mechanism. Okay, so the first question is how much love and abundance am I willing to allow? I want you to take like a pause or take a 5 minute break at the end of this video and write this down. Like you might go like, of course I'm gonna allow infinite, right? Of course, but I want you to feel like really literally like do some deep breathing and and feel that. Okay, I'm gonna teach you how to do that. But really feel that. Are you really willing to allow all of that? I can tell you very, very clearly, definitely, I'm not willing to allow. I think, in a way, I believe life was meant to be a struggle. Life was meant to be a struggle, and I don't deserve. Okay, so anyway, so the second question I want to ask, I want you to ask yourself is how am I getting in my way? How am I getting in my way? So I'll give you an example. So this is what I've realized through all my inner work I've done on myself, right, in my past 5 years. So I wasn't willing to allow at all. I would quickly lose interest. So for example, I've tried a few business ventures, and this coaching thing is the fourth one I'm doing. And I realize it's like I have this pattern. I'm almost scared to go and do stuff because my past tendency is like I would do something, and like it would either go bad or I lose interest very quickly. Like for example, I was a salesperson. I was the team leader for a company, like a mobile commerce company. they were doing really well first 9 to 12 months. Like I was getting 25-30% of the market share. We recruited like 150 salespeople, and it was like going gung ho, right? Awesome. And then like the company product just kind of couldn't get on par, you know. So so either I was thinking like, is it a extenuous circumstance, or is it me, right? Then I realized like after 12 months of that, or 18 months of that, I was like, okay, the company product, they're not willing to improve, so I'm going to move on. But then after that, and then I started doing another business, and then it's doing really well, and I got a system in place where I work very little and still get results. But then I'm like, oh, I don't know, like if I really have interest, right? So now I actually realize what it is I think I've been waiting for the thing that really is my soul calling, like my soul mission in life, and that is to bring joy to millions of people. And it's real, it's true when it really speaks to your heart. Like literally, if you don't, you cannot not do it. You cannot not do it. So I got on a call with this lady who she's amazing in marketing, right? And she had experience launching these multi-million-dollar products around the world. And I was really fortunate because I projected the intention to the universe. As a universe, please send me a mentor who can take me from where I am right now, which is the beta program of Miracle Month, to bring it to at least 1 million people around the world. How do I scale that? If you bring me a mentor who teaches me how to do that, I'll work my butt off. Like I haven't projected intention like that for a long time, right? And I was just like in earnestness, I said, I'll work my butt off. And 2 days later, she showed up. Like we met randomly on a Facebook group, and then she told me she did not post in face. She has not posted in Facebook groups for 4 years. But that day, like before she was going to church, like she lives in the U.S., right? Like that day before she was going to church, somehow she just her heart just told her to go and post something. So anyway, so it was a really big Facebook group, and then she posted something. It had a load of comments, like 80 comments by the time I checked. And I usually do not leave comments in these groups because my innate voice is saying, oh, QI, like, oh, you got this little beta group happening, 10 people, some of these people, they run like $1 million courses and communities, like, who the hell are you, again, that. But because my soul mission, my calling is so strong, I was like, F it, just left that comment. So I replied to her thread and I said, this is what I do. I want to bring joy to millions of people. Right now, we're in a beta and people have gotten some of the results. So I started sharing about like one person removed her 30-year-old programming about like she has to be a savior for people. She has to be really good, like Asian kid kind of syndrome. Another person stopped smoking. I shared this, and I think the just the authenticity flew through, and she replied me, and then she said, let's get on a call, right? So anyway, so with this lady, when I got on a call with her, um, I said, I'm really like my soul mission, my mission in life is to bring joy to millions of people. Like I was sitting at this exact spot, right? And then she couldn't see me because we were having a voice call. But then she said, it's very unique. And if you go onto the street to ask 10 people, do you want to bring joy to millions of people? They'll be like, what is wrong with you? So and she said, God does not lie to you. God does not lie to you. And I'm not religious, I'm spiritual. I believe in like oneness and universe, right? But that moment, I know what she means. And I just cried so hard. I just cried so hard, like here, I'm not gonna cry right now, but I just cried so hard. So my point is, these self-sabotage mechanisms are more likely than not inside of you, right? And if you've been stopped by your fears, by freakish bad luck, whatever it is, nothing happens like without a reason. Everything happens for a reason, right? So all you have to do right now is write down those two questions. The first question is, how much love and abundance am I willing to allow? And the second question is, how am I getting in my own way? Okay. And this video is getting slightly longer than usual. So in the next video, I'm going to teach you how to actually tune your heart so that you can actually get those answers. Okay. But for now, I want you to spend like 5 to 10 minutes and write those things down. Okay. How am I getting in my own way? For me, I know it is, I lose interest in projects like, very quickly. Um, but the third thing you can do is actually project that intention. Like if you know inside of your heart what is that one thing that you really want to do, it's like you cannot not do, then write that thing down. Write that thing down and project that intention, and really shout out loud. Okay, I want you to shout out loud, because then you're giving energy to it. It's like, my mission in life is to do this. Okay, I can't shout too much because there's people in the house, but my mission in life is to bring joy to millions of people, and I cannot not do it. From this day onwards, I have the freedom and I choose to do it with love, because that's who I am. I am love. Okay, so these are the three things I want you to do. Answer those two questions. How much love and abundance am I willing to allow? How am I getting in my own way? And then write down that one thing that is your soul mission. Like you cannot not do it. Okay, and I want to hear it in the video below if you can. Share with me what is that one thing you cannot not do. And also, if you feel like there's somebody in your life who needs to hear this message, share this link, subscribe to my channel. My purpose is here to serve. Okay, I want people to get something out of this free content I'm uploading. Okay, as well. So I'm very grateful for your listening and time. And my mission is to bring joy to millions of people around the world, one soul at a time. Thank you for being on this journey with me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.